I decided to go a little flashy with the listing. Photoshopped in some text on the side. It says Retro Sleeper PC RX 5700 XT, Ryzen 5 3600, 16GB of RAM, 1TB NVMe, 500GB 2.5 SSD, and I talk about the floppy drive and the Blu-ray burner. And I initially listed it for $600. I had one person send a public message asking if I would take $250, told them to pound dirt. I waited a week, price dropped to $550, and then I waited one more week and I said it was the final price drop, listing it at $500, and if nobody claimed it, I would give it to my kid, because I would rather give it to my kid than lose money. I spent about $475 on this, so I pretty much broke even. The listing description says last chance. If you or somebody you love is nostalgic for old beige computers of the 90s and like to play modern games, this is the computer for you. It's set to play all games at 1080p. Brand new 1TB NVMe M.2 SSD. It has a Ryzen 5 3600 CPU plus an RX 5700 XT. There are 4 DIMM slots in the B550 motherboard. 2 are occupied with a pair of Thermaltake Tough RAM 8GB sticks at 3200 MHz. For fun, there is a working floppy drive as well as a Blu-ray drive. The motherboard has built-in Wi-Fi, and I go ahead and I say that it's necessary because the GPU covers up all of the PCIe slots. Windows 10 is installed but not activated. There's a secondary 500 gig 2.5 SSD for a total of 1.5 terabyte of storage. The stickers on the case are fun but are just for nostalgia. It is not running an Intel Core 2 Quad or Windows 98. Passmark has rated this build as 8,205.3 in the 95th percentile. I tinkered with the case to add ventilation while the case was fine for 97 to 03. More ventilation is needed for more modern computers. Somebody finally did reach out to me and they offered me $500 on Christmas Eve. I told them I could meet them on Tuesday, the day after Christmas. And they were a little disappointed that I couldn't see them sooner, but it was Christmas Eve followed by Christmas Day, and I wouldn't do that. I met them in a parking lot at a local grocery store, exchanged the money. A few hours later, they messaged me saying they had issues with no video. I replied back that I would meet them at their apartment and tinker with it a little bit. After telling my wife this, she said not to do that she didn't feel safe, and I agreed. I messaged them that they could just meet me outside and I would give them the money back and fix it on my own. They then, a few hours later, messaged me saying that it works and they're happy with the PC, they love the retro look, and that perhaps there was no video because it had been cold. I consider this case closed. We're good. Successful transaction. Maybe I'll do another build with this PC and I'll document it. I might wait a little longer getting the pieces so I can get a better deal and possibly maybe make money. And if I can't sell it for a profit, I will give it to my